The graceful Gothic Revival structure of St. Alfonsos Church has been a striking landmark on Lincoln Avenue in Chicago's Lakeview neighborhood since it was finished and dedicated in 1897. St. Alfonsos Parish was founded to serve the spiritual needs of the German immigrants who were the area's early residents. Our beautiful church stands as a testament to their faith, their ideals, and their willingness to work for the church. Our neighborhood has changed over the years, and St. Alfonsos now welcomes a thriving multicultural community worshiping in English, Spanish, and German. Parishioners range from longtime residents of the neighborhood who grew up in the shadow of the church steeple to newcomers, including growing families and mobile young adults with active careers. Our commitment to St. Alfonsos is firmly rooted in our history and focused on our future. During the past 5 years, we have seen a major revitalization in our parish community. The legacy left by the immigrants who built our glorious church is felt. We are now in a position to assume the responsibility to restore the church to its original grandeur.
The life and the activity of St. Alfonsos Church is palpable. Anyone who comes into the church experiences the power of the Spirit at work among all the people who gather here for worship and the many ministries and organizations and groups that are involved here. It's a powerful thing for me as a priest to be able to have the opportunity to be associated with a parish like St. Alfonsos. And I feel that it's truly a privilege to have the opportunity to minister here with all of you. Friends, in 2002, we embarked upon our first capital campaign to begin the first phase of the church restoration, which we all knew was required. We all knew was necessary. The church, very little had been done on the church for decades, actually, and it was clear that we had a major project in front of us. So many people came forward, and $1.5 million was committed towards kind of the infrastructure work that needed to be done. But now we're at a point where we hope to tackle that which we all would like to see, the actual restoration of the interior of the church, which we look at every day when we're here. Anyone who comes into the church, their eyes are drawn immediately to this beautiful sanctuary behind me. It's a sanctuary that makes the sense of God's presence among us so palpable, even it's so in our midst. It's a sanctuary which makes the presence of God so evident and draws us into the mystery which we celebrate. And yet, you spend a few more minutes here and you look around and it's clear that there's much work that needs to be done.
We're pleased and honored and proud to be members of St. Alfonsos Parish. And I think when we go about our lives outside of the parish and I say, oh, well, we go to St. Alfonsos and the kids are at Alfonsos Academy, almost immediately anyone on the north side recognizes this church and says, oh, that's at Lincoln and Southport. It's that big church, and indeed, you know, we're very proud to be associated with it. And really, the obvious, just repairing the obvious and taking care of the cosmetic things that need to be done would return this church to a glory that would be almost, I would guess, unmatched on the north side. There is nothing like this church, and they won't build another one like it anytime soon, I expect. So I think it's very, very important to take care of the one that we have.
This really is our faith community, and we really have a lot of friends, and it's very meaningful to us here. So we've kept involved in the community and decided to send our son Thomas to school here and plan to continue our involvement here for years to come. The liturgies have really meant a lot to us, very participatory, and even for the children, we've been able, we've just started sending Tom down to the children's liturgy of the Word. That's been great. So it's offered us opportunities to get involved on all levels, you know, both from faith, social with our friends here, and in the school. So, you know, opportunities to volunteer and make a difference. It's been wonderful.
And I always view it as a second home too, because it's the one constancy I've noticed since I moved to Chicago, because I moved apartments, changed jobs, and started school. And I've always, stayed at home here at St. Alfonsos.
When Father Herbert asked me to chair this capital campaign, I thought long and prayed hard about whether or not to do that. But you see, Andrea, my wife, and I were married here. Both our sons, Jack and Patrick, were baptized here. When I walk into this church, I feel closer to God. If you share some of the similar feelings, I encourage you to join us in this campaign. It's a beautiful church, but it has a lot of cosmetic and, frankly, maintenance issues that need to be addressed. Our goal is to raise $2.2 million. It's been recommended by our restoration committee that the exterior projects will be completed first. We need to tuck point. Tuck point the whole church is going to roughly cost us $500,000. We need to restore the stained glass windows. They're sitting in rotted wood. That's going to cost another $500,000. We need to repair the roof and the flashing work, another $100,000. And we all know about the paint. It's peeling in almost every portion of the church. To take on a project of that size and magnitude, it's going to run close to $700,000. Add that all up, we're looking at about $2.2 million that we do need to raise to reinvest and restore St. Alfonsos. St. Alfonsos has come a long way. With the first phase of the capital campaign, we were able to raise enough money to put in a brand new heating system for all the buildings on campus. We're also able to raise enough money to install an elevator. That makes St. Alfonsos handicap accessible, which means now everyone can go to Mass.
It used to take me about, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to walk up the stairs to the veranda. Now it only takes me a few minutes because I just have to come over to the elevator.